Well, hey everybody, Ken here. Really excited today to come and talk about what I feel could be the premier site for your hardcore Midwestern bow hunters, your tree stand deer hunters, anywhere where you're going to have shots that are going to generally fall in that 20 to 30 yard range. And that site is going to be the React Alpha from Trophy Ridge. And one of the reasons why I feel like this is just perfect, excuse me, for again, your Midwestern bow hunters that are deep in the timber, tree stand hunters, really all over the country, is this particular site is set up to sight in from 20 to 60 yards. Now, again, there are a host of products from Trophy Ridge on their sites that can get you that extra yardage, sliders out to 100, 120 yards. But for somebody like me, I don't really have a usage for that. So that's kind of a waste of slider space. This is perfect because I can set in my 20-yard adjustment, find one other adjustment from there, and then be set to go from 20 to 60 yards. I can practice all summer long at 60 yards, get really comfortable with that. When I come to actually try to harvest an animal though, I'm not going to really shoot over 30 to 35 yards. So taking those 60-yard shots is going to make those 30-yard shots feel very comfortable, very high percentage. Now, the React Alpha utilizes Trophy Ridge's React technology, and you'll see a little bit later, if you're not familiar with that, how that React technology works while I take this outside and get it sighted in. But I wanted to go over quickly some of the features of this particular site. It's obviously going to offer that React technology. It has a host of macro and micro adjustments, toolless adjustments, fine laser etched hash marks, things where you can really get dialed in, that second and third axis adjustment that's important to a lot of people. Obviously you move your aperture up and down when you're kind of making those early general adjustments. But the one thing that I really wanted to key on here is the pin setup. Now, hopefully that you can see this. This pin setup, and I don't know if it uses physics or just anatomy and how that works, but what I love about this is that inverted V, when I'm looking, and I've already shot this, I took it off my bow just so I can come talk to you about this, but when I'm looking at the target with that V funnels my eyes and keeps them locked on whatever it is I'm trying to get that arrow to. So when you're out in the field and you're trying to quickly acquire your target, this is going to provide so much confidence, so much assurance that you can quickly and accurately get on target to make that shot of a lifetime when that animal comes in. So again, this is something a little bit unique, that inverted V technology that just kind of funnels your eyes directly to where it is you're working. That's why I love so much about this React Alpha. Obviously, some of the other things, it's going to include a rheostat light here. The pin is extremely bright on this, so only in the darkest of conditions will you probably need this. You're going to have your slider adjustment right here that's going to move up and down once you get your pin marking set over here. It comes with a host of pre-printed sight tapes for, again, kind of micro adjustments to the yardage, or if you just want to go by 5-yard increments, they have those as well. Just an awesome made sight, really good, what looks to be like an aircraft aluminum, a really sturdy sight, something that I know is going to be able to stand up to a lot of abuse going up and down the tree stand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this back on my bow, go outside, I'm going to take some shots, speak a little bit on how you sight this bow, or this bow sight in. But yeah, check it out at trophyridge.com, the Trophy Ridge React Alpha, just an awesome sight from Trophy Ridge, and again, why I feel is going to be perfect for that Midwestern bow hunter. Okay, so now that I've taken just a couple minutes to go over the particulars of the React Alpha here, I've got it hooked up to my Status EKO from Bear Archery in my backyard, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it through its paces and see if we can't get it sighted in. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, like what most people do when you go to sight in your bow sights, is I'm gonna see if I can find my 20-yard distance, and after I find my 20-yard distance, then we'll move on to the next step, which is finding any other distance on the range of motion with this particular sight. Okay, so now that I'm comfortable with my 20, I'm going to go ahead and I push the target back to 40 yards. So I'm going to take a shot at 40, move this down just a little bit, see where I end up, and I'll start fine-tuning it from here. So I'll go ahead and take my shot at 40. Yeah, so that one was a little bit low. So what I had is I went ahead and just moved my, kind of gang adjusted my sight down just a little bit on my indicators over here, just to try and bring that arrow up just a touch. So I'll go ahead and take another shot at 40 and see what we get. All right, so that last shot was right where I wanted it to be, so I'm going to go ahead. I've moved the target up to 30 yards now. I'm going to go ahead and put one arrow at 30 yards, and if it ends up where I think it should, then I'll go ahead and set the sight tape on this Alpha React, and we'll be good to go. So I got my arrow knocked, I got my Fletcher draw point here. I'll go ahead and draw back and see if we're good to go for the season. Folks, we're ready to go hunting in about 3 months.